What you brewing today? Good morning. Actually, it's right around noon. Good day, peeps. It's the Drunken One, and I don't know when I'm gonna put this out. Probably be on Wednesday, but if I decide to go Friday, well, you've seen it a little earlier than I thought. Today, I am brewing we talked about it yesterday, the Northern English Brown. This is supposed to be like a Newcastle Brown Ale or a Samuel Smith's Nut Brown Ale. I am not doing the whole mash procedure. I am doing simply the extract version, which is 6.25 pounds of amber extract and a quarter pound of dark extract. My hops, when it comes time, is going to be 1 ounce of Pearl at 60, and then we've got some half ounce of Buggles going in a little later, and a half ounce at Buggles for Playmount. Super easy recipe. Yeah, I mean, super easy instructions to this one. Get water hot, take water off heat, add goo, then follow the hop schedule. So it's pretty darn easy. This is the goo I got. I know y'all get them in cans and stuff. This is the way my guy gives them to me in these little tubs. Because he's got like a drum of this stuff, you know. And so what I'm doing right now is I've got them sitting in here. I am heating up some water. I don't have hot water at the sink. So I've got like one of those kettle things. So I'm heating up some water on the kettle. And I'm gonna let it sit, and that way it comes out of the container a little easier. I'll give you a spatula and then heat up some more hot water to rinse out the rest of the goo. I've got 6 gallons of water in my brew kettle. We are up to 193. I don't know how to make it do Celsius, but we're almost getting to the boil, and I feel like I'm cheating today. I've done extracts before, but I just, yeah, it's no sparge water, no strike water, no mash time, no sparge water, no barrel off, none of that stuff. I'm just trying this recipe out, and we're going to see what it's like. This is not going to be long and detailed. I will maybe show you the hop break as it happens, and yeah, I'm just going to just kind of throw this one together. I got other things to do today, so I figured it's going to be pretty easy. As for my stretch mark, my stretch mark monster there, I think I'm going to go ahead and use it. I've got people saying that that's kind of common to have impurities, and it is mass produced. I talked to my brew guy. He said that some of his coming out of the box have that same kind of look. I didn't show him a picture, and I didn't bring it. But so he might not know the severity of those marks on there. But feeling the inside as best I can, I don't feel any edges to it, so there should be nowhere for bacteria to hide. My idea is to put it in that milk crate. That way I don't have to literally touch that bottle at all. I can lift the milk crate, and it seems quite manageable that way. I'm sure I'll probably come up with some kind of strap or something to where I could, maybe like the peanut vendors have or something, you know, at the ballpark, or used to. I don't even know if they do that anymore. But something to where I can kind of move it around when I need to. So, yeah, just waiting on that to finish up heating. It says 196 now, so it won't be long, and I need to get the water hot in to get the goo warmed up. So, busy man, busy man. Hey, you like my shirt? I've seen DJ's Brew Reviews or whatever his title is. He was wearing this same exact shirt. I said, I like your shirt, man. I got one just like it. All right, catch up with y'all later. See you in a minute. All right, well, that didn't take long. They're beeping along now. I think we've reached our boil. Yeah, almost. So, like I said, what we're gonna do is I'm going to use spatula, Mr. Spatula. Use this little guy to scoop out the goo. We're gonna shut off the flame first and stir it like crap as we're pouring in the goo. This is almost too easy, guys. Whipped out my other mash paddle. How about that? That'll fit in the carboy even. Kind of concerned what would fit in there to stir it. I gotta agitate that later before I pitch my yeast. I've been growing yeast, but I think I'm just gonna do a dry yeast on this time. And if I like the brew, then I'll keep the yeast. Well, I'll keep the yeast, see if I like the brew, and see if I want to do it again. And So I've got one for the amaryllis mash. I've saved some of that. I've saved some yeast from my stout, my dry stout that I always do. And so this was kind of in between it being a brown ale, so I will just go and save this. I know you can swap varieties, usually going darker as opposed to lighter, but we'll go from there. Alright, so let me play them out on this guy. This is the exciting part where you just watch me stir a bunch. So we got the goo. Well, if you just smell that, gonna go and slowly stir it on in. Again, this is not real exciting. Making sure that none sticks to the bottom, because that happens sometimes. So you just give it a good stir, pour it a little at a time. Keep on trucking. Alright, it smells good already. Alright, so you get the idea. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just pouring this goo in there. And so yeah, there's going to be 3 little tubs of this stuff. And then yeah, just fire it back up and start the whole hop thing. Hey, so you get the idea. And I'll put some hot water in there and rinse the rest of that out because that's the lovely goodness that we're looking for. Back to the brewing. Yeah, while I was chatting it up with him, I ended up pouring those guys in and rinsing them out. So we got all the goodness in there. I'm about to bring it back to the boil, and then we'll start with the hops. Took my time stirring it in because he was here for a minute. I lost a lot of temperature chatting it up with him, but I think everything is in suspension, so we're good to go. I'm gonna crank her back up. Probably show you the hot breaker now. We'll see. Anyway, let me get her fired back up, boys. So far, so good. It so seems like cheating. I'm already getting the brew kettle. Yeah. Okay, because I have no patience. This thing was taking forever to get boiling on this one here. So I changed that to one little different, one that's a little more. It's got like a single burner, more like this guy. Sorry to make you dizzy. Got the double one there. This one over here is like a single. So here we go. I got it kicked up and going. It actually made it a little shorter, which is a good thing, I guess. So I'm not the tallest of guys. Click back in over here, turn around to where I can see what we're doing here. So we are approaching the hot break. I thought maybe the propane was getting low, but no, I think it was the burner. So I got you set up on the tripod, pretty close, and we are about to go through the hot break. It's gonna be a little different now because the valve is lower now because my hose isn't long enough. That's what she said. And so we are going to fight the hot break a little bit and start our boil. I really wanted to put that other burner under this thing before, but just never got around to it. And 6 gallons of hot water wasn't easy to move, but I got it managed and I made it safely. So here we go. If you can see what's going on, I can't get you much more over the top, I don't think. Let me try. So if we extend this like this here, and get you tipping over the top, just don't want you to fall in. Okay, it's about as best I can do, buddy. Alright, so here we are. Hopefully it won't fall up in the kettle. So we're gonna do the hot break. Oh yeah, nice and steamy on the glasses. So this is just a matter of monitoring the heat and just waiting for some of the proteins, because that's what this foam is. Waiting for some of the proteins to kind of cook back into it. And then, so it's got to be turned down some and then monitored maybe 3-4 minutes. It just depends on which brew you're doing as to how long you got to monitor it. And then after that, you can crank it back up to full force and wait your 5 minutes and drop the hops. Okay, that's about as best I can do for the camera angles, guys. Alright, so yeah, I'm not really so concerned about it getting out of here because this is a 15.5 gallon vessel and it's only like 6 gallons of liquid. Actually, where's my hot break? It's not much of a hot break. This is definitely not a time to walk away from it. because you'd be surprised how fast it can go. Yeah, this burner makes a big difference. This is gonna work mo better. Okay, we got a good rolling boil, but usually by now it's got a lot of foam. I'm not gonna call that done. I know it's gonna get excited here in a second. So yeah, little extract brew this time. Make it really easy. Drinking up on a little bit of stout. Old favorite. See, I never show you all the hot breaks, and then when I'm trying to show you a hot break, it doesn't have a hot break, which is really actually very uncommon. Yeah, I've seen it climb almost out of here, even with 5 gallons. So, anyway, okay, we've all seen wort boiling. If you haven't, you have now. I'll go ahead and keep on monitoring it until I'm just sure that it's passed. Maybe it's something about the extract or the brown ale part. I don't know. Okay. Alright, it has been 5 minutes and I haven't really had a hot break per se. It's kind of odd, but okay, so it's been 5 minutes. In goes an ounce of Pearl hops, and away we go. Drop them on in. Just that easy, guys. Just that easy. Alright, I'll catch up with you here on the next hop drop. I had to move you off the tripod because of course the steam's going exactly where the tripod was, or is. Anyway, that's where we're at. Wait another 40 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, I'll read the instructions again just to make sure. Hey. Alright, it's been 40 minutes. Let's dig out the old hop sock thing, what you call it? What's a chingadera? I'm gonna set it right up here. I will show you what I'm doing. This is such an easy recipe. I like this recipe. Alright, so let me show you what I got going over here. We're about to drop a ½ ounce of... Oh shoot, I should have known this already. Holy crap, we're falling off in. Don't fall off in, boys! I can't see what you're seeing. Okay, so anyway, this is what we're doing. We're going to open that thing very carefully with some hemostats because, by golly, it's hot. Let's let it cool off for just a smidgen, and I will get the name of the hops that I'm about to drop in there. They are going to be Fuggles. This is a ½ ounce of Fuggles. You know, I could look at the back over there. Here we got the ½ ounce of Fuggles. So y'all are in a bad spot now, huh? Sorry, gents. You have to trust me on this one. So we're just gonna kind of open this thing up very carefully. Woohoo! Good thing I did a slip knot in there, right? Ouchie wawa. Ay ay ay. I say I did a slip knot. So we're gonna kind of just open this guy up and then pop in the other ½ ounce. Woohoo! That's hot tamales. Okay, I got a better tool for this. Hold on just a second. Hemostats más grande, the bigger ones. Alright, so we're gonna make a spot big enough to get those little guys in there. Then we'll chunk her back in. Oh, it's not working so well. I'm not left-handed. So, all in all, today's been a pretty good brew day. I put a different burner under there, like I told y'all last time. So that's going to make a big difference in the later brews. Quick slip knot. Ouch! Wow, that's a warm puppy right there. Okay, so now we're going to drop her back in for another 15 minutes, I believe. Sorry, I'm on an angle. If you're the ADD guy, this is probably killing you, isn't it? Okay, so another 15 minutes, and then we will drop in the next one. Yeah, another 15 minutes. We'll drop the ones that are Mark C, and that's the last of the hops. So 15 minutes from now, I will see you. I'm going to drop in the wort chiller that I've already got cleaned up over here. I know you don't have to. Give it a rinse anyway, because it sits side to side. Sorry about the angles, guys. That's what's letting me give you the look in here. So there we are. see what you're seeing. It's a cook-off line. We boiled off maybe a half a gallon, 3/4 of a gallon. So it's doing good, man, doing good. All right, I will see you in 15 minutes. Adios. All right, boys, we're getting closer to the last top drop, and it's looking good. I checked the numbers. I've never been good at this, but let's see if it'll work today. Anyway, gonna have to trust me on this, guys. It was supposed to have been 10:46. 10:46. I'll be doing it if it isn't 10:46. I'm gonna have to learn how y'all do that. It is 10:40. Actually, it was 10:46 just about 15 minutes ago. So it's a smidgen higher now. So all is well. Can't go wrong with an extract brew. Sorry about the angles. And we're gonna do the same scenario that we just did a second ago with the last top drop. Oh yeah, I gotta fish it out first, right? Where'd it go? It's in there somewheres. Okay, here we go. Hold still. I got you. So this thing usually works out pretty good, the old hop soccer thing. Oh, jeez. Let it fall off in there. Okay, yeah, you haven't really missed anything except for about 15 minutes. This thing still wants to fall off in there. Let me, so 10:46, I was super excited about that. That's super cool. Grab my hemostats because that stuff's hot. Nice. Alright. Open this baby up and we're going to drop in the other. It was supposed to be a half ounce, but I think he gave me just a little bit more than what I probably should have had. I got 15 grams there, as opposed to 14. So anyway, it's good. No problems with that. I'm not complaining. I'm not really concerned about alpha acids, or maybe I missed the first measurement. Okay, looks like I'm Dr. Drunkenwad to surgery. And that is still pretty hot with all that steam coming up through there. This thing here I got from I got 2 of them, and the little deals that goes under them, they are the what you'd see drinks being poured on. They were gonna throw them away. I said, no, you're not. So that's stainless. I could use that stuff. So that's where those come from. I think I'd mentioned that in an old video. Okay, let's get that in there. When I get back off camera, I am going to drop in the work chiller. Let's get these guys in there to keep our time proper. Goodbye. So I'm gonna drop in the work chiller, and I will see you in a while. It takes a long time for the work chiller. It's warm today. I don't know what the temperature is, but it is warm today, and our groundwater just doesn't ever get very cool. So I got all jacked up. Anyway, so I'm gonna drop in the chiller, set the timer for the 15 minutes, and wait, I need to be flaming out. I gotta look at the instructions. Anyway, I'm really close, and it's gonna take a while, and I'll see you after bed. I'll probably have a hell of a buzz on by then, because it takes close to about an hour. I don't have a counterflow chiller. I'm working with that. I'm working with this guy over there. It's 100 foot. No, it's not. It's 50 foot. It's 50 foot of 3/8 coil. I built it myself. There's a video if you haven't seen it. I'll try to remember to show you. It looks so cool when I first got it. I got one of those springy benders, and I bent it all myself, and I've had really good luck with it. I actually had a pre-chiller at one point that I was running it through about this time of year, because the water is just so warm here. There's a lot of pipe from way back there at the well, and you'll know where the well is at, way back there. It's not buried very deep, and so it's pretty warm. Sorry about the angles, guys. I will see you in a bit, and I'm going to get you upright and away from everything, and I think I'm going to use carboy if I hadn't mentioned it. I'm going to try that out this time, but I got to chill it down a bunch. So chances are, and I'll go through this again in the next little segment, chances are I won't be able to get it down to pitching temperature, but I'll get it down as far as I can, and then I'll pitch later on this evening. So you actually won't see the pitching of the yeast, or maybe I'll crank the camera up, I don't know. Anyway, see you in a bit. I'm going to throw the chiller in here and start my last 15 minutes. Adios! Okay, if you're playing at home, I just stopped that last little bit. Yeah, this is flame out time, and it needs to sit in there for 15 minutes. I'm popping on the wort chiller. Yeah. Alright, gents, I guess we'll need to give this some closure. Where's my head all sideways? Yeah, I got it down to... I had to readjust the thing a little bit. I got it down to 1099. We're taking the measurement from, so 105. I don't know if y'all can see that at all. It says 105. I think I'm up on the edge now. It's just bad camera angle. So yeah, I'm feeling like it's pretty good to go. The water temperature alone is at 89.9, 89.7. So right, I'm feeling safe enough to move that to the carboy, and I'm gonna let it cool off from there. Hey, remember that old video that said, looky what I got? I'm able to use that sucker now. I've already rinsed it with some sanitizer, and so yeah, just I know don't fear the foam, but I'm just letting the most of it come out. So I am about to move this from here to there and call it a day. Let this cool off a bit, and then pitch the yeast in a little bit later. I've got some SO5 in the little package, the little sachet, as I'll call it over yonder way. So I'm just going to rack it with a auto siphon onto the other, because it's got to be cool enough to where the auto siphon doesn't melt. Been there and done that. You can't move hot liquids with an auto siphon. Anyway, okay, so I guess that's been it. Wonderful brew day. Nothing really serious went wrong. I did have to change out the burner thing because the other one was kind of poor. I think at one point I'm going to get one of those banjo burners, and that'll probably hook that right on up. So anyway, yeah, I said I'd come back and probably be a little more tipsy. No, actually, I had a great big, the rest of my dinner from last night, some leftover dinner. She come home with a big bunch of barbecued stuff. It was barbecue chicken and ribs and some brisket and some baked beans, or well, beans anyway, like pinto beans and potato salad. Oh my Jesus, I'm stuffed now. So now that all this is done, I'm probably gonna go pour me a little cocktail. I've got some birthday spirits, and so I might pour me a nice double shot of Crown over Sprite or Coke or whatever. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming by. Hopefully this hasn't ran too long. I know there's been a few different segments. Of course you won't know that because it's all going to be edited together, but I do thank you for coming by for another wonderful brew day. Really easy one this time. Most of the cleanup's already done actually. I hit my numbers. I haven't checked it like lately, but 15 minutes before the boil was over, I was already at the mark. And as for the level is right. These are the ribs in here are at about 5 gallons each. I don't know if you can see what I'm showing you, but anyway, so yeah, it's like right in the middle of one of those ribs, and so we should be good to go. Should be good to go, and yeah, I'm gonna try out the old new carboy. I've got a bung and airlock already right here. There's a bunch of sanitizer. Anyway, that fits right inside of there, so I have a premium bung and an airlock that we're going to cram on top of it and let the bubbling begin. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by one more time. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, or F it Friday, whatever I do. It'd probably be Wednesday, because I'm probably just going to goof off the rest of the afternoon. I'll edit this up in the next couple of days or whatever and get it out to you. Alright, well, I will see y'all later. Once again, adios, cheers from the drunken one. Y'all be sure not to drink and drive, and hug your sister. Huh? Yeah, okay, whatever. Adios.
Like, comment, and subscribe.